Shalom, Yasharallah, HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and taught us this truth. Shalom to the sincere Akim wa Akwatiam, listening and learning, being doers of the word, and being rooted in the faith. Shalom to the Akim out here laboring, making their bodies a living sacrifice, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah. Shalom. I want to quickly go into something that I was meditating on. Because I was recently looking at, some older movies that have to do with, post-apocalyptic or, well, not necessarily post-apocalyptic, but apocalyptic or, crisis, at times of crisis, martial law and things like that, disease outbreaks, so on and so forth. And I stumbled upon this scene in I Am Legend, right? And I thought it was a kind of a funny scene because Salakia. I thought it was kind of funny, kind of a funny scene. Like, well, okay, I'll play it right now. So notice how. So okay, I'll start off by reading this. All right, this is Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So you see that these people are scrambling. This is a bad time. People are evacuating, trying to get out. This is the evacuation scene. All right, people are trying to get out of the city. People are, no one's being proud. They all are at the mercy of Esau's military, getting scanned, trying to evacuate. Whoever's clear for, after they get scanned, whoever doesn't have, the virus or whatever, or high temperature or whatever the hell they're scanning, they can pass. But whoever doesn't pass that scanning, whoever comes back, negative or whatever, then they gotta stay. Then they can't pass. So this is a time where the Most High, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, is punishing the world, right? And this is a time that we're gonna be coming into, that we're coming into now, and we've gotten tastes of it here and there with this pandemic. Okay, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Now, in this context of I Am Legend, Will Smith, which is the main character of the movie, he's the closest thing to a righteous man in this movie. You know what I mean? He's the closest thing to that, to the precious man. But even then, it's like you're about to see it. Okay. Therefore will I shake, verse 13, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Okay, let's keep watching. So notice how he gets scanned and his daughter gets scanned, and he's about to go through, and this white bitch calls out to him, asking her, please just take my daughter. And you can see the blood coming from her eyes. Clearly she's compromised, and she's not getting through. Now she's asking, oh, take my daughter with you. Let's look. And he looked back, and he's sitting there listening to her. Now, obviously, for the sake of the scene, they had to show that, to give us an example of, what they're scanning people for in the first place. But on another level, they could have showed that. They kind of could have showed that regardless. But they had Will Smith look back at her and stop. Alright, because they were ready to go. They were going. Okay? They were just going. Hey, he was going. Okay? But he looked back. I'm pretty sure Akim know where I'm going with this. But look at this part. That's his wife. That's his wife. And it failed.
No good. No good.
They said no good. And now they're taking her. Now they got guns on him.
Stand her again. Stand down. Stand down, soldier. Stand down. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Robert Neville. I'm ordering you to scan her again. Scan her again.
He said, I'm a lieutenant. I'm ordering you, scan her again. Now, so-called lucky for him, he's a lieutenant, so he could order them to scan her again. But what if he wasn't? What if he was just another citizen trying to evacuate? Then what? They're gonna say, get the hell out of here, black boy. Take your ass out of here before you wanna stay with her so bad, we're gonna make you both stay and you won't be able to evacuate. That's what they would have done. Would have disrespected him, would have detained him and his wife. And they ain't gonna scan her again. Look at this white man. You wanna scan her again? But he ordered them to scan her again, because they have to listen to orders. But the thing that I found so funny about it is the fact that that happened. Well, let's watch. Let's continue watching. And then he had the other Jake on his side.
All right, scan her again.
Alright, scan her again. Now they scanned her the second time. She passed. She's good. And then they were out of there. Clear. And then they could move through. Now, it's funny. That happened where his wife's scan failed right after he looked back at that damn Edomite woman. That so-called white woman and her child. And you can see her still in the back screaming for help. Take my baby, blah, blah, blah. And the baby's crying. It's funny that happened right after. That shows you, Jake, what are you doing? You don't have no sympathy for these Edomites. Okay? You don't look back for these damn Edomites. Trying to be a Captain Save a Edomite. Okay? Salvation is for Yasharallah only. What the hell do we look like trying to save our oppressor? This is your punishment. This is your judgment. You deal with it. Okay? We don't care about you. We don't care about your children. Okay? You're all gonna deal with it. Alright? And it's like looking at it from a spiritual perspective in the real world. It's like you look back at some Edomite trying to save an Edomite, and the Lord puts the fear in you. Hey, you're looking back at some Edomite, bitch. I can take your wife away. What do you think you're doing? That's why it failed the first time but worked the second time. And then they ended up, he's like, okay, F that. Let me scam my wife again. Pass, let's go. He didn't look back again. He was like, oh, okay, forget it, never mind. He got some fear put in him, and he got back on track. But we cannot be wavering, period. We can't waver at all. We can't look back at all. Okay? YAHAWADAH, we have, the Lord has mercy on us and he gives us leeway. But then again, building up our faith now during this grace period, we won't even have to go through that. We won't even have to have something like that happen to us. That's a stressful situation. You have you and your daughter, but they're trying to take away your wife. No, man. And notice how he's the one that looked back. Okay. Verse 15 in Isaiah 13. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So you're trying to be friends with Esau and these heathens. This is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be thrust through. You're going to fall by the sword. Trying to be joined unto your enemies. Okay? This is their judgment. Why are you trying to save Edomites and all these heathens that were putting you to death, raping you, stealing from you, putting you into captivity over and over, constantly oppressing you, lying to you? Why are you trying to be joined unto them? Why are you trying to save them? So that's what's going to happen. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces. Yeah, your little Edomite spawn, demon spawn, is going to be put to death too, along with you. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. So right in front of you, you're compromised. You're keeping your kid. Okay, and you're going to be destroyed together. She's going to be destroyed right in front of you. That's harsh. That's a heavy judgment. That's very harsh. But guess what, Esau? You fed our babies to alligators. You cut the pregnant mother's stomach open, let the baby fetus fall out, trying to gasp for air, and stomped on it right in front of the mother while we are here in captivity, lynching us. You did worse to us. So you're going to get double onto you. And you can deal with it. And we don't care how many. I don't care if you cry so much that you start actually crying these tears of blood. You're dealing with your judgment. You deserve every ounce. Every little thing that comes upon you, you deserve it. And we're going to rejoice at these judgments coming upon you. At the vengeance that YAHAWASHI is going to bring upon you for everything that you did. We don't feel bad for you. Okay? So that's what I got from this scene. Through the Spirit, that's what I took away from the scene. We're not supposed to be feeling sorry for them. Did they feel sorry for us? For the shit that they continue to do? For what they're going to do to Jake during Jacob's trouble? They're going to be doing a lot more, worse shit than they've ever done before. And we're supposed to feel sorry for them when their judgment's coming upon them? Hell no. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Hey, so if she had a husband, hey, you already know. Well, regardless of if she has a husband or not, it's going to happen to these Edomite women out there, to these heathen women out there. Guess what? Your forefathers did that to our women in front of their husbands. You did it to the husbands too. You raped us too. You buck broke us. You referred to us as buck. The alpha, the alpha male of the pack. You held us down, you tied us up, you raped us in front of our families. To the men as well, the young boys as well. So what do you think is going to happen to you, Esau? We're not going to be doing that to you. But hey, judgment's going to go out. All hell's going to break loose. People are going to be every man for themselves in that every man for themselves spirit. No one is going to care. And Salakia for the background noise. Hold on. Okay, Salakia. People are going to be in that every man for themselves spirit. So they're not going to care about anything but themselves. like that one scene. I'll go to that one scene in World War Z. Alright. This shit made no sense. Alright, you can find it just by looking up World War Z grocery store scene. And this goes into how you cannot defend yourself either. I didn't even expect this video to be so... I didn't expect to go into all this, but it's all through the Spirit. Okay? This made no sense. You'll see what I'm talking about. So this is clearly an all hell breaks loose scenario, right? People are running in grocery stores, scrambling for food and medicine. They went, the man, the husband and his daughter. He has 2 daughters. That's horrible for him. But so the man and one of his daughters, they went to go to the pharmacy section. They're looking for medicine and pills and whatever. The mother and the other daughter are scrambling to get, you know, non-perishables, food, whatever. Hygiene stuff, maybe. I don't know. Notice how this Edomite is over here calm as hell, just watching her. Look at that. You see how he looked at her? You know where this is going, bro. And this scene, this part's not that important, but basically, you know, he killed the dude. You know. Hey, this could be us, man. The scriptures say the Lord will make it when a man's ways pleaseth YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So this could be a man of the Lord in this situation, and he will not pull the trigger, and he'll go ahead and give us what we need. He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. See, he had no reason to do that. He had no reason to spare him. He could have kept it all for himself, but look what he did. He not only gave him 3 boxes of what he needed, he's also going to give him something a little extra. He gave him something a little extra too. Now look at this part. Now, in general, you would look at this and be like, well, let me stop talking. Let's continue to look at this. Now look at what these dudes is doing. They're trying to get her up out of her clothes. They're trying to get some box. In this scenario, this makes no sense. Now, looking at it, okay, looking at this in this scenario, it doesn't really make sense. What I mean by that is they should be concerned with getting food and stuff that they need, but the spirit is on them to just be carnal as hell and want some ass. They're just gonna rape this woman in the middle of the store in front of everyone. No one cares because they're worried about themselves. That's how bad it's gonna be out here, man. It makes no sense why they would be concerned with that at a time like this, but they are, because that's what's gonna be going on. And I was gonna say, realistically, they're not gonna push the cart away with it. They're gonna take the daughter too. That's how bad it's gonna be out here, man. So, hey, man. And what I was gonna say is, you can't defend yourself. Like I always go in that Hebrew gun owner spirit. Same thing for self-defense for women. Edomite males get vasectomies. So that kick them in the nuts, that's not gonna work. Okay? Edomites are strung out on drugs. These homeless people are gonna be roused up. They already got needles in their arms. You know, these hospitals got, you know, things of adrenaline that you can just inject into you. People are gonna be raiding these stores, raiding these hospitals, raiding these markets and everything. Okay, we've seen people that are still able to stand with multiple bullets in their chest. We've seen people that don't care about shards of glass all over their feet, their, you know, hands, their whole bodies. That's the spirit that's going to be on these people. The only way you will be defended is through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and you need faith for that. You're putting your faith in weapons. You're putting your faith in yourself. Whether it be guns, self-defense techniques, knives, pepper spray, none of that is going to help you. Because they don't care. They don't care. And like I said, these Edomites get vasectomies. That's not a weak point for them no more, man. So on and so forth. You cannot defend yourself. You have to have faith, okay? We're going back to this scene in I Am Legend, man. Hey, this is a judgment that's coming upon you, Esau, and we don't care. We don't feel bad for you. Because you deserve every little thing coming to you. Okay? This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 13. Okay? Will Smith, I don't know what you're looking back for. Look at him. 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Okay? So don't look back at these damn devils. They're gonna fall at our side. 1,000 are gonna fall by our right hand, but none of it's gonna come upon us. Just keep walking. Keep moving forward. Keep going where the Spirit guides you. And keep the faith in YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Don't worry about what they're doing. Don't worry about what's happening to them. Okay? I remember a brother was like, oh, what if you have spiritual power and the Lord wants you to heal a heathen? You know? Because, you know, YAHAWASHI, you know, healed a heathen woman's, a Canaanite woman, I believe, a Canaanite woman's daughter. You know? Because the mother expressed her faith and she knew her place. YAHAWASHI said, it is not meet to give the children's bread unto the dogs. And the woman said, well, even the dogs will eat of the crumbs that fall off the master's table. Hey woman, great is your faith. You know your place as a heathen. You're a dog. So go on, get up out of here. Your daughter's healed. Don't worry about it. Now get out of our sight. You're dismissed. And that was what he did. That's what it was. If the Lord wants you to do that, hey, you will cross that bridge when we get to it. Otherwise, keep your eyes on the prize. You don't look to these heathens to try to help them going out of your way. The hell? Our people don't even look to our own people and try to help them. And you're worried about these damn heathens. Talking about don't freaking cuss them out. Don't, you know, well, of course, you brothers know what I mean. Like, you know, they just defend these heathens. Okay? When they're clearly prideful, they speak as if they know the scriptures. When they're clearly into you know, false doctrine, Christian dogma, things like that. And when we get on them, then Israelites, especially these so-called sisters, want to defend them and say this and that, you know. Nah, man. You're in the spirit to get thrust through. That's what's going to happen to you Israelites that know you're Israel but still want to save the heathen. Okay, we're in the spirit of working out our own salvation and loving our own people first and foremost, repenting sincerely and walking in the faith. Like I said, if the Lord wants us to heal a heathen, just to give them a crumb off of our table that fell off our table, not even giving them a crumb off our table, but letting them get a crumb giving them permission to take a crumb off, that fell off our table, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If we come to it. It's all through the Spirit. Otherwise, this is what it's about. It's about, working out our own salvation and having, faith and worrying about our people. All right? So don't worry about that. The world was created for us. Okay? And the world belongs to us. It truly belongs to us. Well, the next world, because Esau, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Okay? This is Luke chapter 17, verse 29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven, and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the YAHAWASHI, the Son of Man, is revealed. In that day he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away, and he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. So when that time comes for us to get moving, like the scriptures say in 2nd Ezra as well, be even in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Okay? If you have to, go into the wilderness and travel to avoid persecution, keep, stay on the move. Don't go back. If you're outside, don't go back in the house to get nothing. Okay, if you're at work, hey, if you can, just, call your woman. Hey, let's meet up over here and let's get going. Or maybe you don't even have to do that. Maybe the Lord is going to put the Spirit on both of you and your wife to meet up with each other, to find each other. You just go where the Lord directs you to go. It's all through faith at the end of the day. We're going to know what to do when that time comes. Basically the thing is, don't look back. Okay? Don't set your heart upon things of this world. You have to have faith, because none of this is gonna do us any good. We're not gonna be taking any of this polluted world stuff with us into the kingdom. The Lord's gonna give us our riches. He's going to give us things way better than anything we could have imagined in this world. Verse 32. Remember Lot's wife. In this case, Will Smith is acting like Lot's wife for that moment, looking back. Okay? So that's pretty much all I wanted to bring out. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Amen. Death to America. Death to you damn Edomites. Death to all you heathens. Your judgment is swiftly coming upon you, and we're rejoicing at every little thing that happens to you. Every single judgment from YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, we are very happy to see it. Don't the scriptures say, I have joy in my heart for a man that sees the fall of his enemies? Alright? We love that. We love the good and hate the evil. You heathens are evil. And we're not going to look back. When it's time to go, we're going to go. BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, Lord willing. Alright? Stay deeply rooted in the faith. Keep praying, keep repenting, keep fasting, keep reading. Okay? Stay humble. Keep learning. Alright? Kwam Yasharala, Abad Babal, Wa Kal Adawamyam Wagawayam, Wa Ayabyam, YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI Tawara Aman. Alright. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and blessings, honor, glory, and power unto Yahawah, YAHAWASHI. Shalom.